Believe it or not, there's actually some good deals for once on Dave and Adams. I didn't even make a single purchase on Black Friday for Dave and Adams. This time around, I did buy a little bit of stuff for our eBay store, and I did buy some sealed cases of stuff. Very cheap sealed cases. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what sealed cases I purchased, but just understand that it is just kind of sneaky plays that I'm gonna gatekeep. But I will show you all of the stuff that I purchased for our eBay, and also some of the blaster boxes we're gonna put in our physical location. So I will show you one of my invoices now, and I will not show you the other case invoice. But you're just gonna have to take my word for it. I have no reason to lie. It was 5 cases of product, and not going to go too much into detail, but I will show you my one order, the super small order. All right, so I don't think there is any of my info on here, just David Adams info on here. So this was the small order here, and I'll give you guys the rundown on why I picked this stuff up, what my logic was, and I hopefully will make money on this, but you never know. So we got some Stars and Stripes blaster boxes. There are 2 hits per box on this. We'll put these in the physical location for 25 a box. We'll make like $6 a box on it after our commish. Not counting overhead, of course, but it's gonna be about $6 a box on those. Bought 5 of them, nothing crazy. Then we also bought 5 of the, and if you're wondering why it's 5 blasters just fits very, very nice in our showcases. Once again, 2021 Panini Contenders Baseball, right on the front of the box, one autograph or memorabilia, just nice big letters. That's what people want to see, especially in your, showcases. We'll put these in at 20 a box, and same thing, $5-6. That's gonna be the profit on that. I'm pretty sure the rest is gonna be all for the eBay. So this is a product I should have bought more of. I actually considered buying a case. I think cases were like $800 for 40 box case. But the main reason I didn't is we haven't had this product in stock for a while, but every single time that we've had it in stock, it has sold. So we're just gonna try one blaster out. If it sells instantly, like it has been, I think I will pick up a case. But just very, very small purchase on the football stuff. Most football product right now has not been moving. Bowman's a little bit different. So we're going to restock this. If it sells good again, we're just going to pick up a case. Next, we got credentials. This is not a product that I typically pick up. I don't really buy hockey stuff too often. But I was like, Upper Deck Hockey hobby product. Even when we buy like the shitty MVP product, it does okay. It doesn't make $1 million, but I was like, hobby box, upper deck, hockey, who knows what the ceiling could be on this. Let's pick up a box. It's 39 bucks. I think there's 8 packs a box. So after it's all said and done, you charge like $8 a pack. You make money. It's nothing crazy, but it's just a small new thing for the shop. I also am just horrible with listing new hockey products for my hockey customers. We have so much in our back stock. I'm lazy. Next we got the Caillou K-pop. Caillou K-pop Demon Hunter. We got the hobby box here. I think I saw GameStop. GameStop was selling packs of this for like $6 or something. I'm like, dude, $6. I think Target has them for like $4. I don't know how many packs are a box. 18, maybe 15, 20. I was like, whatever. I'll just buy a hobby box of it. We'll test it out. I'm not expecting it to do phenomenal, but at $34, you can't go wrong. Kids at Play, GPK. We are actually sold out of it, so I paid up a little bit. Don't love the price. It's like $2.50 a pack. I'm gonna have to raise my price. I think we had these at $3.99. Probably gonna have to raise my price up to $5.99, but we're just gonna have it in stock. Just for the people that want it. I've been buying a little bit of this keepsake stuff here lately. I bought some of the Michael Jackson stuff, and it's actually done okay. So Invincible, $17 for a blaster, but I'm like, whatever, I'll just pick it up. I think we're out of both Series 1 and Series 2 of the Marvel Studios. If we're not, we're super low on inventory, and they're $16 each. So I was just like, I'll just pick up one of those. Once again, more Caillou stuff that we're gonna try out. My Little Pony. I think I saw a box of this at Target, a sealed box of it, and Target wanted $60 for it. So I'm like, okay, I can get it for half the price. I'll put a few packs in our eBay store, see if they sell. And then we have Pinata Smashlings. We have a hobby box of this already. We've sold a little bit, but they had it on sale. It's a hobby box for $16, bro. I genuinely didn't care. Then Tennis Blaster. I think we're out of this specific tennis set. Tennis is one of those things we sell a couple packs a month. It's literally nothing insane. And then we got for free a Panini Squishmallows Trick or Treat. I don't know. It's like the score or treat shit. Just the Halloween. There's 40 packs in it. So even if you're selling packs for $1 each, you're making $40. And then we also had a $25 coupon. So that is my small order, not my case order. And if you were wondering, by the way, why I don't order cases with like the smaller stuff, it's because cases are heavy, and like these blaster boxes, they don't really like being in the same box as cases, so I do separate orders. That is the only reason why. You can see I literally ordered nothing heavy here, and my other order, they're probably gonna ship it in 2 boxes because there's 5 cases, but cases are heavy, and cases plus blaster box, not a good time. Now we're going to go through the entire list for David Adams here, and anything that I think even is close to a remotely good deal, I'm going to talk about it. And there's a lot of products I think are good deals. Whether they're actually good value is kind of a different thing. Like, I don't know the checklist of every single product. I do not know the pull rates of every single product. I do not know some of the products like 2023 baseball products. I think there's a couple of them in here, like Finest and Bowman Chrome. I do not know, number one, how some of the rookie class and some of the prospects in those products are doing, number one. And number two, does Shohei Ohtani sign in any of those products? If Ohtani signs in any of those products, they're already winner products. Now, obviously, your odds of hitting Ohtani is super low, but any product that Shohei has autos in is a product that has a way higher ceiling than most. It's genuinely as simple as that right now. So 2026 Series 1 hangers, 17. If they are completely cleaned out around you still, most of them are gone at this point. With Jacob Mizorowski going absolutely insane right now, this is not a bad buy. $17.59, that's my price. I don't know what public price is on them. I'm gold 1, almost gold 2. Even if you're a brand new account, these are probably, I'd say, like $18. Just because I'm gold 1, I do not get that much of a discount. I'm probably getting, like I said, 31 cents off here. Like, nothing crazy. I think Series 2 retail pack boxes, 20-pack retail boxes, I don't think these are terrible. I don't know what this comes out to per box for a 12-box case, but it doesn't seem bad. Typically, retail boxes actually yield a decent little clip of inserts and lower numbered stuff. So, if you buy a case of 12, I would not be surprised if you got 6 kind of short print, nice cards out of an entire case of 240 packs. So, just my take on it. Some of this other stuff here. Ginter Hobby, I don't know if this is good or not. I don't like the new format of Ginter this year. This is the first year I did not buy a Ginter Hobby. It's also the 2025. This is also the first year I haven't bought a hobby flagship with Top Series 2. This product in hobby being $127 a box. It's a little insane. I genuinely always think that when I see a jumbo value pack case, and I've seen them on other distro sites as well, anything near that like $5-ish a pack, it's not quite there, but it's very close. Anything near like a $5 a pack, it kind of like where we're at now in the hobby, I think it's decent. We're not quite there at 617, but For Ginter, I don't know. It might be okay. I don't know what a case would yield. I don't know how many autos would be in a case like that. If there's two autos in there and maybe like 8 mems, like a 10 hit case, I think that could be worth it. I really doubt there's that many hits in it though. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I don't know. You'd have to look at the odds sheet on that, but it doesn't sound terrible. Another one I kind of liked was the 2025 update blaster case for 820. It's not like the greatest thing in the world. It could definitely get cheaper, but 2025 update, the rookie class is great, and the product itself is great. Thing is, it got overprinted for an update set. Excuse me. Just fucking up my speech a couple times now. But we don't cut anything out here, as you guys know. It's purely just me clicking record and I just speak. Um, it was overprinted for an update set, 100%. It's still everywhere, and that's pretty bad. But I do think there could be some arbitrage here. 25 a box if you don't have any commissions or anything to worry about that way. If you're selling at a flea market or something, like 25 a box, you'd make 350 a box. I don't know if it's worth your time or not. $120 profit. You could shoot for more, but anything more than that, like, I don't think you're gonna get it. I don't think you'll get $30 a box for it. But if you think you can, then that might be something worth your time for sure at $30 a box. Heritage, I don't hate at 1,500 a case. I genuinely don't hate it. 2025 Heritage, I liked it personally. I really did. Obviously, coming off of 2024 Tops high number Heritage, it's not even close. But I actually don't think 1,500 is too bad. And then we have the Select Baseball. I did not pick up a case of this. I almost did. But if you have any kind of physical location or you sell locally whatsoever, same exact thing. Perfect at $20 a box. You make a little bit. You don't make anything crazy. I think 2024 holiday tins at $70 a case is not bad. The one thing I will tell you that most people won't is that there is a collation per case. So I'm speaking from experience here. If you get a collation where Paul Skeens is in the back of the tin in the case, it will be a case that has Paul Skeens in every single tin. So if you get a collation that does not have Paul Skeens in the base cards, Paul Skeens will not be in any of the tins. You will not get a single Paul Skeens base card rookie. Now, Skeens kind of struggling right now. This is one thing I said over on TikTok that 2024 products, they're on sale right now. Skeens is down. This is the time to buy if you think Skeens is going to either get traded or he's going to figure things out. I think he will figure things out, but that's all I'm going to say about that. 2024 Donruss Blasters at 40, they're, they MSRP'd at 25. I actually think if you are within a 2 to 4 hour radius of Pittsburgh, this isn't a bad play, especially for physical sales at 50 a box. Other than that, I would avoid it. Here's the Stars and Stripes that I picked up, and it looks like I'm the only soul on the planet who picked any up. 23 Ginter, this might be okay. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's see. So the Bowman Chrome, I don't fully remember how this product went, and same with Finest here. I don't fully remember. I think there's 12 packs of box. I think it's 6 packs per mini box, if I remember right. I think it's the same with Finest. These are two products right here that, like, I think these might not be terrible purchases. Now, would I go Finest or Chrome? I'd go Bowman Chrome all fucking day. Because I think is 23, is Ellie gonna be in here? Is he not in here? Okay, that does change things a little. And then here on the you got Caminero autos in here, Jackson Holiday, Roki Sasaki's in there. There's a few names. It's not great though. But you also never know who's gonna pan out later. Like, we don't know if Drew Jones and Ethan Salas, like, they still got development to do. You know what I mean? Let's see, can we go back? Is it gonna place me in the same spot? It's not even gonna take me back. Oh, it took me back, but it was a little late. All right, it's loading. There we go. Let me check Finest real quick. Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna stick with the Bowman Chrome. I think the ceiling is just higher. unless Otani doesn't sign in Chrome and he signs in Finest. You'd have to check the checklist. If you know, if you have Otani autos in Finest, but not in Bowman Chrome, I'd probably go with Finest at that point. Just because, like, dude, an on-card Otani auto, I, I gotta assume a base auto is 2-3K at this point. I mean, I could be wrong. They could be still under 2K. I don't know. Another one that feels honestly really good. I could be wrong here. But this section we're about to be in right here, I just bumped the mic. I'm sorry. This section we're about to be in right here, I think there's some opportunity. Sonic, I bought cases of this at 400, so this was before Cal Rally blew up. This is the Cal Rally tax, an extra $500 a case. You cannot get any like base autos or anything. You can get the SSSP autos, like the triples and the duals. But typically per case, you will have 1 to 2 case hits, and usually it's just a number to 99 Youthquake or like one of those exclusive inserts, and that is it. You're gonna get 4 black and white Ray Waves a box, 1 numbered card a box. At 60 a box, man, it's just not really worth it in my opinion. That's just my take on it. It's still not bad value for 16 boxes in my opinion. And then the 2022 Topps update. I think this is decent. I don't think it's terrible. J-Rod stock way down. Bobby is not. Bobby Witt is still hot as ever. And some of the other rookie class, I don't know. I don't think Pena's doing anything. I don't think Kwan's doing anything. I don't think Royce Lewis is doing anything. I'm trying to think some of the other rookies from 22. They're really not doing anything. 2022 Pro Debut. I almost bought a case of this, man. I almost did. Pro Debut is a product that has always sold well for me. And I don't know what market is. I don't know if this is a good product or not. At the price, you're looking at, I think you get like 4 autos a box. I mean, it's a 48 auto case for $1,500. I mean, it's just good value, man. It's just good value. I almost bought one of these 2021 Series 1. Under 100 a box for a case of flagship. You're getting 12 silver packs there. If you don't know, that's on a minimum. You're getting $240 on a minimum back just in the silver packs. So that is something you need to consider when you are buying, cases like this. And the same goes for the jumbo. With the jumbo, you're still getting the same amount of silver packs. You're getting $240 worth of silver packs. You're paying $500 for a jumbo case. It's not bad. So wanted to just throw that in there. There's the contenders. Could not buy the case. If I could, I would. 2021 Heritage. Same thing. If Otani has real ones, it's a product to watch. I would assume a 2021 product. I would assume 2 autos a case, not 4. I would assume 2 autos a case on that. So, not the greatest value. 2020 Bowman Chrome. Same thing. Does it have Otani autos? That's the question. Moving into basketball. Baseball is where a lot of the value is, in my opinion. There's a few things here that I saw that I liked. We'll talk about it. Fanatics Blasters for Topps Basketball feels cheap. I'm just going to call it how it is. Feels cheap. Feels cheap. WNBA almost bought a case of this for the physical location. It's very, very hit or miss at the physical location, though. So 300 is not terrible if you're selling in person. This hurt to see, man. I bought a case of Megas for $750 clear, and it was just a terrible decision. They will not sell at my physical location. I opened some just to open some, and I did hit 2 Paige Becker's white seismic, so I was like, I'm not gonna open any more from this case. I'm sure there's still something nice in there, but seeing these at 617, dang, dude. That is there's a major thunderstorm rolling in right now. So if you hear it, I apologize. WNBA Megas though. Select 800 for Hobby Megas. I don't know what the exclusive is because we do have, $666 here on regular Mega case. Honestly, depending on what this exclusive is, and if you can get like Tigers or whatever, this might be sneaky. Just want to throw that in. I don't hate Bowman Chrome Megas at 60. I don't. Blasters, I don't know what they were priced at, but I probably wouldn't have hated it. It's a decent product. Moving on here, what else we got? What else do we got? I don't know if any of this Caitlyn year stuff is good price. I don't know. But stuff to definitely watch. Yeah, I think that's about it on basketball. At least, my opinion, of course. Moving through here, absolute boxes, the like jumbo bundle box, I don't hate. Some of these other absolute prices, I don't hate as well. $546 for a case. I don't know if explosives are in blasters. They might just be in megas. You still have the kaboom chase, but it's probably like 1 in 10 cases. Is what it is. More Bowman stuff. I don't really hate these Bowman prices, dude. I really don't. I don't hate it. Blaster case, 1,200. Megas. I watch some of these megas get open, man. Autos popping out like crazy. Never know who's gonna pop off. So, it's one of them things. It just kind of depends on your preference. Moving through here, avoid Donruss and Optic like it's the plague. I mean, no thanks. Mosaic, I printed out the ass. These don't do terrible. I will say, these, if you can find local buyers for these, you can sell these puppies for like 60, $70. My one buddy who has a card shop was selling these all day. He was selling me at $75. So there is potential there. You can move those. I don't hate photogenic at 250 a box. I really don't. That's what it sells for locally here. I think it sells for 240 on the dot. I do not hate it at that price. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's actually a really nice product in my opinion. I think it's one of those things that could appreciate over time. Moving on here, 2025 score hobby. Mahomes has autos in this, but it is score, so take it with a grain of salt. But figured I'd mention it. What else do we got here, man? Once again, more Bowman. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Contenders blasters at 20. I don't hate either. Personal preference though. Illusions cases. I do know the price of this. These cases were about $630. I not terrible. Not terrible for sure. But decided to avoid it. What else do we got here, man? Avoid Prism like it's the plague. Shit got so overprinted. It's gonna be a long video. That's okay. I haven't uploaded in like a month. Here's the Bowman. Like I said, cases at 833 right now. Not a single sold. Took a box. I bought one box. Looks like they have 50 available at the slight discount here. It amazes me that I buy stuff that nobody wants, and that is one of the things that completely separates me from other people. Nobody is willing to quote unquote risk money on dead product. I will absolutely pay you. Like the Pinata Smashlink shit. I will absolutely pay you $16 to get 24 hobby packs of a product and be in them at 80 cents a pack. And if I sell one pack, it pays for 5. Like, dude, I'll spend $16 to hold a hobby box of product for 2 years. I don't mind. It's part of the reason our catalog is over 650 products right now. Like I said, hockey. I don't know much about this stuff, guys. I'm not a hockey nut. I saw this and I'm just like, dude, I remember when these were dummy expensive. When this first came out, I remember doming a box and I can't remember what I paid for it. It was something out fucking rageous. But on the last pack of the box, I was feeling so defeated, and I was literally just ripping in the car with my wife, and I'm like, dude, I'm on my last pack, but I know we're getting at least one more Young Gun because I definitely haven't got all of them yet. And I hit the fucking Bedard in the last pack, and I ended up selling it for like $700, which is just stupid. It's so stupid. Somewhere in here is going to be that one hobby box that I picked up somewhere for sure. Right here, the Credentials hobby box. I mean, it's $40. I did see his name starts with a K. Kirill. This guy, he sells well. And I gotta assume like Ovechkin's in here. I gotta assume Crosby's on the checklist or some of these other guys, right? Like there has to be a couple other like main guys on that checklist that there's got to be a little bit of a ceiling there. You know what I mean? In my opinion. Soccer stuff, I actually am pretty familiar with, and the one that stood out to me is right here. I almost bought a case of it, but the reason I did not buy a case of this is because I just won an auction. Uh, before I saw this, before I saw the sale on David Adams, I just fucking won an auction on eBay. I think I paid 125 bucks after tax, after shipping, after everything. Is 125 bucks for 10 boxes. So I paid under the box price, but the case price is solid. I'm not gonna lie, case price solid. It's like $9 a box. So, you know, I would absolutely recommend cases here. I mean, this is a very solid product. For a 64 hanger case with messy potential, it's good. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Also, Merlin cases at 1100 didn't seem bad. Merlin, while I will say it has kind of been slacking the last couple of years, I still think Merlin is such a winner of a product. It is on the thicker chrome card stock. The cards feel so high quality, and it's just a winner of a product in my opinion. They did the this year's Merlin. I think this is the latest Merlin. They did like these cassette tapes. I don't know if I like it, but it's like a Blaster exclusive. I think it's this year, but no, it's not. The new boxes are red. Never mind. This is last year's Merlin. Um, I don't know. Depends on how you want to look at it. I think per case you probably get one auto. So if you're chasing, it depends on what you're chasing. If you're chasing numbered and color, 40 box case, you're getting 40 numbered cards. I don't know how many you get in a hobby box, but that's something you'd have to look. Like, you would need 10 color in a Merlin hobby box to get the same amount of color, but you're going to get 3 additional autographs buying hobby over a blaster case. But I don't know, maybe it's just Merlin Gamers is the case hit, I guess, in blasters. I don't know what the case hit potential is. Hobby probably have a higher ceiling, but Prism EPL retail pack boxes, $2 a pack. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. If you're looking for some cheap rips, soccer rips, World Cup, $12 a box on MLS. There's literally not much you can hit in these. I'll just keep it 100 with you. There is not much in these. But hey, it's cheap rip. Don't hate golf blasters right now. The reason for it is there's just not a lot of it. And it's like tennis. We kind of talked about tennis when I showed you my invoice. It's one of those things that only the people that want it, and when they want it, they usually can't find it. So this is the kind of product that if you have it for sale on eBay, you have it for sale. Let's say you have a competitive price. Every month, I would expect you to sell one. I'm not expecting you to sell an entire case overnight. But this is a great product for somebody who loves golf. It's an expensive sport. They like cards. They just want to rip a little something. I do not hate golf products. I don't like live golf, regular upper deck golf. I don't hate it. This is one that I felt was interesting. I don't know what Spider-Man collector boxes are at right now. I'm just going to take a shot in the dark. I bet they're off of their lows of like 360. I bet they're around 400. 12-pack collector box. Okay. $400. 30-pack Omega box. $900. That's all I'm saying. If you got to really break it down, you're saving a little bit of money here. I don't hate it. I genuinely don't hate it. So that's that. But this is one that I genuinely would not mind picking up. You can see I didn't pick any up, but I wouldn't mind it. Moving through here, OP14 at 240. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't hate it though. OP7 at 350. I also don't hate it. I bought so much OP7, and I bought it at $89 a box. So $350, I just can't bring myself to pay it, even though we have none in stock. Carrying On as well being $600 on a sale from David Adams feels like a kick in the nuts. OP16 at $235. It's overpriced, but if you're desperate, it's also not bad. Um, the set itself, the checklist, if you want to call it, the set list, I should really be calling it. The SPs are fucking gorgeous. Very nice. It's a good set. It's nice. You if you're gonna buy OP16 though, I'm gonna warn you now. At least the first wave one, boxes are completely random. There's no per case hit. From what I have heard and from what I've seen from the local shops, you can open a 12 box case and get 0 SPs. You can open a 12 box case, get 0 SPs, and get 0 mangas. You know, it's not guaranteed. There's no guarantee. Battle Styles sold out quick, and David Adams had these at a pretty fucking good price. If I remember right, they were about $250. I think it was $259 or $261, something like that. It was enough where I looked at it and I'm like, that's not terrible. But once again, I didn't buy them because I watched Battle Styles and I watched Vivid Voltage and I watched Brilliant Stars before the Pokemon boom, right when Surging Sparks was starting to go nuts. And Shrouded Fable, Pokemon Center ETBs, I watched all of them slowly fade off of PokemonCenter.com, and I didn't buy any of them. So now I just refuse to buy, even if the prices are good. And it is thunderstorming like a bitch out there right now. Prismatic UPCs at 303. It's pretty much right where they should be right now. If you're a long terming, like 510, 303 is a great price. There's no limit. 303 is a great price if you're long term and you just want a large position coming in. Now, full transparency, these are probably bought. So David Adams has a buy list. They most likely purchased these. These are probably not direct. That's just my opinion. And when you have stuff like that, you never know. So just be careful. Moving through the rest of the Pokemon here, I don't think there's anything too crazy. Moonlit Tins, that's about market 175. It's not terrible. Also, so, like cheap Yu-Gi-Oh stuff like this, if you have a physical location, this is great just to put some packs out for like $3 a pack. You're not gonna make crazy money on it, but just a cheap TCG for somebody to rip, $3 a pack. I think there's like 24 packs in these. Just something like that. You can even do $2 a pack if you really fucking want. This is stuff I look at and nobody else fucking looks at. So in here, there's stuff I like in here. The problem is the market doesn't. Squishmallows, blaster cases, under MSRP. MSRP on these is $15 a box. So, oh shit. No, I'm looking at that way wrong. That's way under MSRP. That's under $10 a box. That's not bad. Because they're $15 a box. Yeah, that's actually solid. 140? Yeah, that's not bad, man. I just completely did the fucking math wrong on that. I like that. I actually like that price. That's not terrible. This upper deck stuff, I like these products. The market hates it though. The market hates these products. They don't sell. They genuinely just do not sell. And that's pretty much that. Here's the K-pop Demon Hunter stuff. I just bought a box of it. Oh, what else we got here? I would love to see, I don't know how much they have backstocked David Adams of like the older Marvel Upper Deck stuff, but at one point they were like $30 a hobby box. I regret not stocking up on those, man. I saw this Call of Duty stuff. Nobody gives a flying fuck about it, but this is another product that I look at it and I'm like, maybe I could do something with that. $13 a blaster. It's not bad. It's just tough. It's a tough sell. What else we got here? Disneyland at $20 a box. Like I said, I bought some of them MLS hanger boxes. Same here. I just bought a bunch of these on eBay for $20 a box. They're slightly under. It was like $18 a blaster. It's not bad at $20. It's not a bad price, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a bad price. Um, this product right here excludes the $5 of value pack we talked about earlier with Ginter. This product is horrendous. It is terrible. Here's the kids that play stuff. I don't know what they had these priced at. They were already sold out by the time I looked. And I placed my order hours and hours ago. They were already sold out. 8 box cases of hobby was already sold out too. So I cannot imagine what the blasters were priced at. Anything under 20 is solid. It's solid. Like I said, I did not love paying 57, but what are you gonna do? This video is too long, man. I had no intentions for it to go this long. No Time to Die hobby box. I don't hate it at 127. I still have some in stock, so it's kind of like meh. I didn't want it, but I don't hate that at that. Here's the Invincible hobby or blaster I picked up. Nothing crazy. Labubu Chrome. Now I believe there's only one pack in here, but these boxes were so insane. And this is a sucker product right here. You can open. There was people paying like $120 or something for these hobby boxes. Best card they were getting in their pack was a refractor. Uh, these suck. They suck. Um, but this is a product that is for suckers. Um, so if you have people in your area that are still going nuts over blind bag shit, this is a great product to sell them for $50. Be like, hey, you could hit a 1-of-1 super fractured Labubu, and I guarantee you that bitch is gonna be worth, probably like $2,000. Like, there's still gonna be value in it. But here's what I'll say. If this product ever goes to 10 a box, I will buy it. I will buy the shit out of it. Um, I don't think it'll go that low. I don't think there's any soul in the planet that's going to be willing to take that much of a loss on it. Because these, I think the MSRP was either 80 or 100 or 120. So the fact that we're seeing them at 30, that really speaks to how bad they are. Marvel Blaster that I picked up, other one here. What If boxes are now $60. They were literally like $24 for the longest time. I don't hate beginning series 1 at 20 a box. Marvel Matt, this is a sleeper, man. This is a product that David Adams has been dumping it for the last couple of months, and once they're out, the market's going to rebound on this, and these are going to go back up to $60-$70 a blaster. Mark my words. My Little Pony box, we picked one of them up, and then here's some of the Pinata Smashlings. I'm the only dumbass that bought a hobby box of it. We'll just sit on. We'll just sit with that in the air. We'll sit in the silence. It's fine. F1's been rough. Wouldn't recommend flagship paper at 105. Would absolutely recommend Chrome Light. This is a product that I can actually get a lot of right now in person for cheaper at like 85 a box. But this is a product. Once this is gone, you will see a major shift in 2022 F1 products. I can tell you that from my sales data. I do not hate megas. Tops Stadium Club UFC megas. I don't hate them at 35, man. I think I can get them slightly cheaper if I remember right. I don't hate them at that. UFC, it's a strong niche market. That it's decent. We need to wrap this video up, man. I really do. Here's the tennis stuff. I mean, we're getting there. Here's one of the best deals. I'm just gonna keep it above. I didn't buy any because I have so much in stock already. We have at least 2 cases, maybe 3 cases worth. This is the steal of almost everything here. This is $1.41 over MSRP, or $1.42 over MSRP. These are $25 in store. This is the best buy. The one thing that's concerning here is they don't have it by the case. If you cannot get a full case of it, I don't know what goes on anywhere, anyhow. But I would, if they had sealed cases of this at, they would probably have cases at 25 a box. It'd probably be the little extra discount. I would buy cases of it. Universe, it's just getting drowned out by all the shit, and it's one of them things where I think that is actually probably one of the best products, and it's at the very bottom of the list. So that's that. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you pick something up on the David Adams 4th of July sale. It's there's some decent stuff in here, man. It's as simple as that. There is decent stuff in here for once. And there's other stuff on the other distro sites as well that are kind of decent, but that's just my take on it. Like I said, I am a Premier Gold member. That means I spent it's either $50,000 or $75,000 to hit gold. So the prices you are seeing are slightly discounted for my rewards tier account. But please understand they're gonna be very similar for you still. So that's that. Appreciate you stopping by. Pick something up. You're also getting double points on everything, which helps you out with those Premier rewards. So appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one.